Step right up, let's take the dive. Crypto world is coming alive. From XRP to the blockchain beat. Join the crew, we're pioneers meet. Got builders, dreamers, paving the way. Multichain vibes, we're here to stay. Wanna know? Don't wait, let's go. Dip a toe, join the Web3 flow. Take a step, explore the scene. Dip a toe, show, living the dream. From the ledger to the stars we climb. Crypto's future, it's our time. Dip a toe, yeah, take that chance. Join the vibe, let's crypto dance. To crypto dance. Faces of crypto, stories we share. Early adopters, they're everywhere. From XRP to the Web3 wave. Bold moves, only we're here to pave. Melissa and Simon, they light the way. Every week it's a crypto play. Wanna know? Don't wait, let's go. Dip a toe, join the Web3 flow. Take a step, explore the scene. Dip a toe, show, living the dream. From the ledger to the stars we climb. Crypto's future, it's our time. Dip a toe, yeah, take that chance. Join the vibe, let's crypto dance. Let's crypto dance. No advice, just a spark to ignite. Do your research, keep your vision tight. Community strong, we're building the way. Dip a toe show, here to stay. Take a step, explore the scene. Dip a toe, show, living the dream. From the ledger to the stars we climb. Crypto's future, it's our time. Dip a toe, yeah, take that chance. Join the vibe, let's crypto dance. Go take a chance. Don't be shy. Crypto's calling. We're reaching the sky. Join the movement. Come take a look. Web3's rising. The world's been shook. Ooh.
The world's been shook. Ooh. I'm always jamming in that to that song. I love it so much.
It really is. Like I dig it. Like, don't change it, please. I mean, unless you're really gonna one up, unless you're really gonna come out with a real headbanger, to be broadcasted when IMU TV hits 100 countries, right? I think that would be a good time to maybe switch up the old theme music, right? Because we are broadcasting live on IMU TV. Hey, it looks like you got a little jam on your.
I got a little toe on me. I live my little token.
Yeah.
This is the Dip a Toe show,
That is the Dip a Toe, man, splashing everywhere.
Yeah. He made a big splash.
Oh, yeah.
I got crumbs on my. I was literally scarfing down food before the show started, and pretty proud of myself. I don't think I have food in my teeth. Possibly I may, but we're gonna overlook that tonight. So this is Dip a Toe show, raw, unfiltered. Say whatever we want to say. We got some stuff to get off our chest tonight, don't we, Simon?
Oh, yeah. We are getting stuff off the old chesticles and westicles. We got to say a little something since we just had a big full moon, and now we got to shake it all off because, man, I've had my cup of tea, if you know what I mean, of all the, I don't know, the mindset. I don't know about you, Melissa, but in this space, in my journey, I have had others kind of digitally slap me around a little bit to, kind of pay attention.
Yeah.
Wake up. Dude,
what the hell?
Stop crying on the floor about your dang Lucky Charms, man. You're getting the cereal.
They're still magically delicious. Just chill.
We'll get home. We're going to get home. Yeah. Other than that, the week's good. Week's busy. How's your week? How's your week been?
My week has been, to be honest, I've been in a mood. I've been in a little bit of a mood this week.
A downsy mood, or more like a.
Well, I've just been. I've been in the. What's the meaning? Oh, that's been a what? Let's just one more time. Yeah. Or are you punking me? Are you punking me? You think this is funny? Yeah, I've been in that kind of a mood, and I'm like Ryan will always say, because he always hears me, and he'll hear me go, hello, friends, and whatever. And he's like, oh man, they don't know. I'm like, yeah, well, you know what? Yeah, I'm just real. I'm just myself. And if you test the waters, you might get a negative response here and there and whatnot. But for the most part, I can't be, I'm not going to let people
to go
walk
to a beach,
over me.
Not step on a rock or a shell or a toe. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. You stub your toe, it hurts, right? So yeah, it's been one of those weeks, and I am in the middle of an audit at work, and so if there's a lot of responsibility.
Like a real one?
Yeah. And
like IRS suits are there and everything.
Oh no, not that. It's our annual audit, but it's a lot of responsibility. It's like all of my shoulders pretty much. To make sure that everything, I just am doing everything. And so, it could put you, it gets you a little bit. But before we go on with our quote unquote raw unfiltered talk, I do want to welcome, there's 37 of you guys in here, 37 of you who may or may not be in New York City right now for the Ripple swell, but we got Java chilling in the house. And I will say tonight, DCA Crypto Dave was the first one that was in the chat.
Hold on. I have a calendar and a pin. I marked the calendar. Anybody time that beats silver. Anytime that somebody beats silver, I want to, I'm like, okay, I got to mark it. So where's my calendar? I swear to God, I just had that thing.
And
I'm going to mute the camera and the mic. I'll be right back.
Skater Zact. I hope I'm saying that right. Skater Zact. Happy Dip-a-Toe Day. Thanks for coming to this unorthodox Dip-a-Toe show day. But this is kind of like pulling it way back, to be honest with you guys. So, let me keep finishing hello. We got K Buddy in the house. We love you, K Buddy. And our friend Nespor says, yo, what's up? And our beautiful Nina Blossom is in the house. Little Texas Guns, little 1-2. Happy holidays to everyone out there. Happy holidays to you too. I'm not ready for Thanksgiving at all. And then what do we got? Florida Man Landscaping. Welcome one, welcome all. Raise the goblet of love for XRP and our wonderful host. Smash the likes button. Share the stream. Let's go.
Let's go.
Nina says hello. 56 days of Christmas. Yeah, no. Who else? We got I Am Protectors up in the house. Woo! Welcome. And Tangina Thomas says hello, family. She loves our song.
Tans.
Appreciate it. And Thunderbird World Media says hello, peeps. Missed some episodes here. Got to catch up. Keep teaching others here to learn and grow. Our friend Eileen goes, Stephanie, what? Yeah, you feel me. Oh, she's going to watch it. She's going to watch it on the TV app, so you can't interact. But yeah, I'm glad.
Thanks for showing the love for the IMU.
Yeah, watch us on the big screen with the IMUTV.tv. Java Harris in the house. Thank you for coming. Marvin Davis in the house.
Marvin Davis. I was going to say Marvin Davis in the house today, man. Love me some Marvin Davis.
We got our Tiara. We love you. Miss you, girl. And Niall. Man, you guys, we got some OGs in the house this evening. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody. But yeah, it's been a testy week. I will say we were supposed to have Rob Cunningham on this evening. And oh no, Opti says, I'm still not done with this NFT collection. I'm losing my mind. So those of you who don't know, Optimistic Prime, we've interviewed her on this show. She's been a guest co-host on this show. She's co-host for Digital Ladies Unscripted. She's the creator of the Wandering Footprint, the Blue Umbrella token, the butt token. And she has a live mint coming out tonight because it's remember the 5th of November. And so she has quite an elaborate NFT collection coming out where she's going to do like the different properties. So like the random, it'll pull in, you might get this hat, this jacket, this background, and it's complicated for anybody who
oh shit!
for anybody who
History.
hasn't done that before. It's not an easy task. You have to create each element by itself. It has to fit, it has to be in the right spot. And so when the program, when upload it to NFT,
you're layering it.
Correct.
Yeah, you're layering it. Yeah, this is like Photoshop 101. That's no joke right there.
Yeah, it's no joke.
Per NFT.
She's been up for probably now, it's probably close to 60 hours, 60 hours.
What are you having that's enabling you to use your inner chi to stay up that long, girl?
Because she is a bad ass, is why. But yeah, so we're rooting you on. We're rooting you on from here, Abdi. Love and blessings. Abdi's going to get it done. She will get it done. It's definitely it's a large feat that she's tackling right now. And so if all of you listening, the 50 of you that are listening, please throw some good vibes and prayers and thoughts and energy to Optimistic Prime's way this evening. Right now, do it. Send her some energy because she needs it, because she's been up for a very long time, and it's going to be it's going to be fantastic. But in any event, yes, we were supposed to have Rob Cunningham, who is the creator of the Cool Show, the KUWL show. Would have been a fantastic. However, he messaged me like this morning or last night. Said, so sorry, I'm in New York City. So he is there. I believe he went to the Swell event. And so those of you that are in New York City, you probably are going to run into Rob Cunningham at the party this evening that started at 7 p.m. In New York City, though, there. So hopefully all of you that are there, take a lot of pictures. Keita, our friend Keita's there. Our good friend Stone and Lady K from Coffee and Crypto in the Morning. They're there this evening. So is Mr. Zam and a bunch of other people that we know.
Is anybody taking naps? Is anybody taking naps?
Hopefully not, man.
Oh,
I
poor things if they are.
Yeah, but I guess Keita called me this afternoon, and they're having so much fun. They're having so much fun. They're hanging out. A couple of them have posted some photos and stuff, and that's
good. Yeah, and in a place like New York, man, I'm glad you got some peeps that you've already known. You've been around. You know what I'm saying? Because New York's New York. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Keita used to live there. Keita used to live in Harlem. She knows. Yeah. She was in Harlem. But she said there are some places that, because she got there a little bit earlier. And she said there are some places in her old stomping ground, they don't look the same. Just like you were saying, when you were driving around, you're like, I'm going outside.
Earlier today, you got it's just like you got to pay attention. To even your local towns. Like I'm an hour north of Seattle today. I did a trip to Seattle, which like more downtown. I drive by it all the time on the freeway, but I noticed that there was some little shortcuts I would do to avoid some traffic. There'd be a building there now. That's why that line's so long. Dang
What's happening?
Back one block, turn back around, wait my turn. Yeah. It's crazy of how things develop and expand, change, and how certain areas might have been the bad area, more run down, and now it's good. It gets a facelift, and hopefully those that were there were able to stay there, because usually there's the drop down, there's the push out, and then there's the makeup, and then the fill in, and it's just whatever. Let's not talk about that. I would love to. I'd love to.
It's unfiltered and raw talk, so you can talk whatever you want to talk about.
Oh,
You want to bitch
Okay.
first, or you want to bitch first, or do you want to talk good stuff first? What you want to talk about first? I say bitch first. Let's bitch first.
Okay, yeah, let's get it off the chest. It goes. Okay, all right, ladies and gentlemen, if you have kids near you, turn the volume down, but let them watch. They can read lips. I promise to not use my
No F
nightclub
words.
language. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say no F words or whatever. But I want this is going out to all those who have been in this this bear now bull market. Okay, whether you've been in for 4 or 5 years, whether you've been in for 1 year, 2 years, or whatever. When the price of something goes down, it is not bad. It is actually good because it gives you an opportunity to buy more. And I personally have been overwhelmed with all of the when are we going to get here kind of vibe. Okay.
Yeah.
Where the heck is here? You need to ask yourself that question. I've been where you at. I have been where you at. I have been the little kid in my own way. I'm not saying you guys are little kids, but you are kind of holding on to your Lucky Charms, crying, throwing a fit in the middle of aisle 2 when mom and dad said you're going to get the cereal. Ugh. Where I'm going with this is,
hey, buy the dip, sell the rip, let the rip tater chip.
Texas Guns, man, that's fire. That's you need to put that on a t-shirt. Please do it. I'll buy it. You put that on a t-shirt, I'll buy that.
Put it on my toe shirt.
Yeah, put it on the toe shirt. But this is what I'm talking about. Because when you start thinking like that, when you get in that mindset, it screws you. Totally. It totally will mess up your strategy, your plans, because you're being emotional. And we are emotional beings. This is like the one thing that we have to check. I'm checking it right now. I'm letting this out. I'm saying I'm giving this to the interwebs. I've said my piece to universe. Internet is the closest physical, tangible thing to universe that I can relate to. So I appreciate you guys giving me my time to say this. Stop tripping. Stop tripping. Please, if you're listening to people, including if you come on this show and you see Simon said this, I did. Possibly. If you have someone like, I'm not going to name names out of respect because I don't know the full context of the conversation. But if you're listening to people that are saying that a coin is going to go to this price and here's why, okay, that's not tomorrow. They might say, yeah, it could being the very huge word that we all overlook. It could happen by year's end. Could, a possibility, like a lottery ticket. This is where you're at. You're in the, I bought this thing. This is going to cash me out on my hope and dreams. And I know we're kind of beating a dead horse here. I know we talk about this all the time. And you guys are just venting, but it's time to stop venting a little bit and start looking at you in the situation that you're in. You're allowing yourself to be affected by others that you're taking in this information. Okay. Yep. I've really adopted, God bless Alan Staple. I love you, brother. Alan says this, and I love it too, because he kind of gets, you know, the uncle or the sorry, Alan, grandfather, or, you know, the dad that's like, maybe. That's what he says. He goes, yeah, maybe. As in, yeah, maybe it could happen. Tomorrow, I wouldn't hold your breath. So if you're in that space, walk away. I don't mean from crypto. I'm just walk away from that, because that hope turns into dope. That dope turns into toxicity. That toxicity will literally leach into other parts of your life.
Yep.
It really will. Your social circles. I can't even say it. That's a YouTube short right there. Social circles. Social circles. Social circles. I can't even say it. That's how messed up mine are.
Social circles.
Your social circles will be totally screwed up, just like how I tried to enunciate social circles.
Yeah.
They will. And I'm seeing this. Let it go. And if you are out there in a position where I am at right now, where Melissa is at right now, where this chat is right now, people are listening to us, like really, really listening to us, hanging on the edge of their seats like a 7-year-old would, that trust you. Okay. So we do have a level of responsibility there. And yes, arguably none of us have ever been in this type of position of influence or power. Okay. Those are the only words I know I have. I do not have the power. Okay. But you're listening to what I'm saying at my experience, right? You're like, this person's been in this long. And so every word I'm saying, you're hanging on to. Even take what I say at a grain of salt. Even this little hand slap that I'm doing to you right now. Please do that. Please, for the love of sweet baby Jesus, you have the asset. Buy more. Here's the scenario. What's it? Buy in what you believe in, not what others. Right, exactly. And even to that, we're going to touch on a few things here. Figure out what you believe in. And then, of course, question why. Not in a distrustful way. This is an inside, literally crypto. All of us have said this on this channel, that I was led to XRP. Okay. XRP was the gateway to something bigger and better inside and outside at the same time. You are being elevated, not just with XRP. I mean, crypto, digital assets, all together. We're all being elevated. What looks like one way, but really it's always. Okay. So I'm talking about the inside job here, the spiritual journey. Crypto and digital assets is a chance for you to look at yourself inside in real time very quickly, because these markets, adoption, implementation, growth, building, we're not exposed to how quick things can happen when the money starts flowing in,
or how slow.
Let's get some. Yeah. The real world can be slow.
Right.
Traffic, going to work. Come on. Who's got the teleporter? Let me buy that, please. Price. Everybody, each one of us complains about the price going down. I swear to you, we have to be one of the most, sometimes, these are my words, okay, because I have done this, idiotic species on the planet sometimes, because we complain about when something goes down in price, but yet but everything else goes up in price in our lives, we complain about that. But if milk goes on sale, we're happy. If gas goes on sale, we're happy. If the housing market takes a small dip, those that are willing to buy are happy. Okay, we need to adopt this to this digital asset space. When prices drop down, that gives others a chance to get in. And now we have achieved another level of adoption in mass, or you were able to get more.
Mm-hmm. It's an opportunity.
Okay? It's an opportunity. And I get it. When is this going to go up? It goes up when it goes up. I don't have control over that. You don't have control over that. There's a lot of informed people as what is going on behind the scenes. Like everybody at Swell, people are going to hear something, and some of them are going to take what they heard, apply it into their thesis, and then make assumptions or speculation guesses. That's why it's called theory or thesis, right? I'm trying to future cast when I don't have that ability, man. I got maybe. You know, I would
like to circle back on something. So
circle back, girlfriend.
All right. So you were really touching some strings, or like pulling some strings with me. And I noticed it from when I first got in, you know, maybe back in 2019, the power of the influencers. Okay. Because and let's just be real. If you guys, any of you newbies, if you've stumbled on Dip a Toe, you're lucky. You're lucky that you stumbled onto this channel, because this channel, we don't do the shilly shill stuff. We're not trying to get you to be, all hyped up on Mountain Dew chip. You know, We want you to think for yourself. We want you to have a network of folks that you can bounce in ideas and thoughts and ideas off of. Unfortunately, there are a whole slew of quote unquote influencers out there. And there are a whole slew of people that came way before you that have interest in a particular token. Okay. And so when that particular token starts ripping, you're going to hear a lot of hype surrounding this token, that token, this one, whatever. And they get you all like hyped up to buy it. And a lot of people, even though with the crypto and the digital asset space, we tend to think we're independent thinkers, right? We have the eyes to see, and we're here, and that's true.
Yeah,
if you're here, you're special. I say it all the time. You are special. However, there are still a ton of people that fall prey to people that are pushing one narrative or another, whether it's positive, hype, you got to get in, or I'm selling my whole bag. Okay. You got to think, you got to use your noodle. Okay. When you're looking at something, the whole, and now you're going to be like, but the whole do your own research or whatever. I liked what you said in the beginning. I like what you said in the beginning when you were like, think about why, what it is, what your objective is, right? Why you're into something. If a lot of us say God led us to XRP. Okay. He did you a favor, led you to it. What have you done since then? Have you educated yourself on what it does, what the ledger does, what the tools are that are available, or any of the other tokens, and not just XRP, a lot of other tokens as well? Have you done the work that you need to do to have a fundamental understanding, at least a basic understanding of what it intends to do? Have you looked at the different companies, the different, with Ripple, with acquiring all the different companies that are going to allow the XRP Ledger and XRP as the tool to kind of bridge in between all these things and use it as a tool, the asset as a tool? Have you looked into those things for some of the things that you're interested in? Because if you have, you won't feel so scared when you've got your favorite influencer that you were listening to when you were buying it at a higher price, and now it's dropped down, and they're like, oh gosh, I'm going to sell my bag. It's no good. Guess what? They want to buy it from you. They want to buy it from you. You bought up at a little bit higher. Now you're panicking and you're selling. Guess who's going to scoop that up? So you always have to ask the question, why is this narrative being pushed right now? And you'll notice it really easily. If you start looking, you'll notice it won't be just one. It'll be a bunch of people that are coming out with similar statements and negative Nancy, words about it, right? And so then it's like, boom, that if you start entertaining that, that's what's going to show in your feed. If you're on crypto Twitter, that's what you're going to see. So yeah, carry on. That's my
no. That's great. I want to circle back around to do your own research. Okay, this is okay, and this is something else I really want to. I literally want to drill into everybody's head because I'm still drilling it into mine, and that is hearing something and then trying to find the value in it, especially if I don't like what was said. Okay, at surface level. Okay, example. Do your own research. I twitch at that phrase because I relate it to homework and being in a library and having to look through multitude of books, Dewey Decimal System, blah, 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 blah stuff. For me, in my mind, waste of time. Nope, not happening. We're going to copy off somebody else just like last week. Detention is worth the risk, right? Okay. In this situation, detention is not worth the risk, people.
Nope.
And copying to a degree might not be bad. However, as opposed to do your own research, I'm like, what is research? What's research? I got to give full faith and credit to my wife because she's able she gives me that half a degree turn. And I'm like, oh man, yeah, that's it. God dang it. I love you. Stupid 0.5% degree turn.
Because she's so smart. That's why.
She's like, hold on. She'll just go touch. And I'm like, oh, there it is. Thank you. God, what's wrong with you up here? I'm getting sidetracked. Research you're doing it right now. Listening, taking in information, processing now, processing some later, meditating on something else, and an idea pops in your head. You're like, oh, hey, maybe that's what they meant. I'm going to go do further deep diving research. I'm going to look that up. Where did I get my information? My answer, okay, I got off a website. Which website? I think I started with Google. All right. Did you get further in Google? Again, I got it to the website. I have it in my history. Hold on, let me look. This is me discovering, hey, I'm not paying attention to where I got that information. Where did I get that? Right? Because most of us, I would argue, we don't research in the traditional way, because when we hear the word research, it's like the word diet. It's like the word budget. Wow, right. Oh, I'm on a diet, right?
I got the willy nillies now. No,
I know. I say diet. People are like, oh my God, I'm on a diet. Yeah, me too.
Huh? Numma.
So try to find a way to switch those words out that negatively affect you. If you're feeling tense, go touch grass. What kind of grass? Look up something tonight. Super full moon.
Oh,
yes.
Sorry.
No, look. More research equals less uncertainty. Agreed.
Amen. Neat blossom. Yeah. So basically, it's the beaver moon. I didn't know that. Look out, beavers! It's your moon.
It's your moon tonight, beavers. No pun intended. No pun intended. There's a family show here. The Beavers. That just reminded me of what was that show?
Leave It to Beaver.
Leave It to Beaver. Yeah. Just reminded me of that, man. A great show. Hey, Beav.
I think you were a little hard on the beaver this evening.
Whoa, easy now.
It's a family show. It's a family show. Leave It to Beaver.
It is Leave It to Beaver. I know. Yeah, I think you were a little Ward. I think you were a little hard on Beef tonight. Like, what were they? See, even back then, they knew how to brainwash us.
Oh, they totally did.
Fancy ways. And
they set it up. They set it up for that joke specifically. I'm pretty sure.
So when you're hearing these words that rub you the wrong way, find the courage to stay in that room long enough to listen and get the information that you can. Yeah. My wife, again, she listens to multiple podcasts and YouTube channels, and I'm curious. I'm like, hey, how come you do that? And she's like, honestly, I want to understand where that person's coming from. Yep. Even if I don't like their stance on any of the issues, even if I don't like,
sometimes
it's hard. No, not for sissies. I'm not saying this
not for
easy.
Sissies. This
is not for sissies, but this is really a part of research. Being able to get information from the place that you don't even want to go to. In my case, the library. I don't want to go to the library, but I'm willing to. I'm willing to. It might be the last. Might be the last place on my list to stop and go check out for my research. But I don't say research anymore in my mind. I say I'm going to go discover. I'm going to go explore. What did you do? I'm going to exploring tonight. What are you exploring? This. What did you find out? I have no idea. But I'm going to go explore. See, it's the same process. I'm switching out a word because again, diet can be a bad word in society. Budget can be a bad word in society. Research can be a bad word in Simon Says Crypto's ops. It's those things.
I mean, hey man, whatever floats your boat, whatever gets people to do their thing, right? Like,
right. Find your way. So when you hear someone says do your own research, be like, that's right. grab my Indiana Jones whip and I'm going to go explore.
I'm a spy. I'm
I'm-
like, where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? That's
Great
who
show.
I
Love that
am.
show. Yeah, let's go. Where in the world is
Carmen
San Diego?
Sandiego?
Let's go. That'd have been great. Can we do a Carmen Sandiego crypto show? That would be cool.
Yeah.
If someone can
Where
create
in the
that,
world is
come on the
Carmen
Dipito show. We'll
Sandiego?
push it a little bit. Just we'll premiere. That would be cool.
Yeah, let's go. Let's do
But
it.
I'm glad you brought that back around because we have never been here in our lives. We've never been where very wealthy people, families, lineage, what are the legacy families have been. Like them or not, I'm not here to say who you like and who you don't like. But I have heard this about Trump's kids. They have all said this in separate interviews that their dad was very hard on them. Okay. And so there's multiple reasons for that. Dude, the family dynamics, I couldn't imagine what it'd been like to be at Thanksgiving dinner and your dad is Trump and be like, well, you didn't do it. No, you didn't. No, Veronica, you didn't do it. No, you didn't. No, you close not doing it, is it? You didn't do it. You know what I mean? If you're the smartest person in the room, time to move to another room. Amen.
100%. 100%.
To another
don't try to act like you know everything.
No.
Right? This is a good this is a little quickie quick.
No, do it.
When you're around a bunch of people or you go in, you're in a discussion with a bunch of different folks, and they all act like they know what they're talking about. Just know this. Some people are really good at sounding like they know what they're talking about, and they say a lot of words. They say a lot. I know, huh? They say a lot of words, right? But if you really focus on what words they said, at the end of the day, did they really say anything, right? There's a lot of crafty people in the world that are like this, and they tend to be like very dominating in like these where they're talking about things that you don't know. Like they'll be the dominant voice in the conversation or whatever, and most people will go like, I don't really know what I'm talking about here. So I'm going to let myself be intimidated and I'm not going to join the discussion. Natural. Right.
Natural.
It is. Natural. But here's the deal. When you do your own research, when you do your own Carmen Sandiego hunt, right? If you do the Dora Explorer thing, and you or not MacGyver. Yeah, I think Dora.
No, you got to get MacGyver with it.
Yeah,
you have to get MacGyver.
Maybe you
MacGyver learned a lot. That's why you can take bubble gum, duct tape, and a paper clip and kill 3 people with it.
Well, and when you start teaching yourself some of these things, you start asking your own questions. And Grok is not perfect, Claude's not perfect. These things are not perfect. However, it 9 times out of 10 is going to lead you to other links to sources. Well, every time actually links to sources that you can go and look and whatever. But I guess at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is the more that you do that, the more questions you ask, the more answers you seek out yourself, the easier it is to spot these people because you'll notice them and you'll notice that if they are called to the carpet, they are asked questions, they can't answer them, or they're not willing to even say, I don't know. I'll tell you all day long, I don't know. If I don't know, I'm not going to tell you that I know.
If you've ever been involved in one of Mr. Mann, his town halls,
there you go.
Or anybody that he's really had on there.
So smart, that guy.
He is, but
he's such a good person. If he doesn't know, he won't speak to it.
If he doesn't know, he goes, oh, really? And I know what he's doing. I've seen his spiderweb pen. He'll write that stuff down. It'll be one of 100 tabs opened on his computer screen. But right. I cleaned mine off for tonight's show just in case the camera fell. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. What do you got there? You got a picture of a dead body? What was that?
Just more notes of writing shit down because that's what I do.
Yeah, but that's it. That's part of it. I was gonna go somewhere about being a smart. Oh, here's where you're at, and you're at where you're at right now on your journey. This journey through this space and whatever opportunities come hereafter, there will always be somebody in front of you.
Yep.
There will always be you where you're at right now, and there will always be somebody behind you. So when you get information from those that are barely in front of you or very much in front of you, inevitably you will turn right around and share with the person behind you. So before you share with the person behind you, maybe scrutinize a little bit the person in front of you.
Yeah.
Because just because you're in 4th grade and they're in 5th grade, back then, maybe, yeah, you had a little bit of, like Melissa was referencing, lack of confidence, fear. But eventually you start to question, does that, hey, do you know that guy? Do you know that lady?
Right.
Do they not answer the question all the time? I'm not being mean. I just noticed it.
Just asking a question. Just asking a question.
What happened there? I mean, like, dude, I've done that. I've totally done that. I have totally squirreled off and not answer a question. Be like, the answer to your question, short answer, yes. But there's more to it than just yes, okay?
Yeah.
Or vice versa, right? So, but yes, please go explore, go research is a good thing. Verify, because trust is earned.
Man.
Trust is earned. What is it? Also listen to what people aren't saying. Agreed. I like to share videos if someone asks me something, I debate myself if I should answer it. Instead, that's a great question. Should I even answer this? Right? It's like, you know what? Go that way. I don't have a solid, and I'm not going to invest the time to go that way, but you can. Let me know what you find, because I'd love to hear. And then maybe I'll go that way. I just give them the resources where I found the answers. That's a great place. And even then, like, I've been in so many of these communities. Like by default, you know what I'm talking about, right?
The old blue bus said you can accomplish anything if you put your mind to it and put in the work. I was addicted to the hokey pokey, but I turned myself around.
Dude, I love that, man. Yeah. Those are facts. But you know what? The hokey pokey is just like Mr. FOMO.
Yep.
Sneaky some biscuit.
Sneaky.
Oh my goodness. You wake up one morning, little groggy, and there is Mr. Hokey Pokey in your bed. Oh, what are you doing here? Whoa, what did I do that? Why are you in my house?
I thought we ended this,
man.
Mr. Hokey.
Why are you in my head? Okay, I know we're kind of going a little bit off the rails here, but it's a full moon.
It don't matter.
We got the full moon werewolf energy type going on, and I'm telling you, dude, first off, stop being a bunch of 2-year-olds holding your cereal in the middle of the store. You got the cereal. Just put it in the cart and deal with the rest. Who knows? Maybe mama gets you a carameled apple too. You know, be grateful that you have it, and be grateful that prices are lower to get in. Because you know what? One day you might experience what Melissa shared with me today. And it's not a fun story.
No, it's
but
terrible.
People are losing, being taken advantage of, stolen their cryptos. So when I see prices lower, I'm like, dang, I am in that camp. Man, I wish today was Moon Day, but I'm so grateful that somebody else got to be able to get in.
Yeah.
They got their shot. They're on the bus. They got their Lucky Charms, just like we did way back in the day. You remember the small little ones that Kellogg's used to come out with, those little tiny baby ones? Yeah. Those are fire. I still wish they had those, because I would probably binge those when I'm driving. Whatever. You get what I'm saying.
I used to get in trouble for eating all of the marshmallows out of the box of Lucky Charms. And then my siblings only got like the cereal. They'd be like, who ate all the? I'm like, I didn't do it. I only ate the pink ones. That's nice.
You're colorblind.
I'm just kidding. I never did that. That was just a fib.
Man, that's out there. I mean, someone could chop that up and just put it out
Don't
there
you
now.
tell I hope my sister and my brother didn't watch this show. I fessed it up.
Wait, what's your sister's address? Maybe we'll
I
send her
am
a
not
flashy stick
telling.
drive. All right, fair enough. Fair enough. Anyway, that's my rant. Okay. And I'm really trying to be nice because I do get frustrated when I just hear constant when price go up, It's like I'm telling you, you're wrecking yourself.
Yeah.
Quit planning for the day when the price goes up. Make a plan when that day comes to you.
Yeah.
You cannot go to it. I know I've tried, and there have been many people in front of me that have tried too. And I know there's a few of you behind it that are going to try too. We can't chase candlesticks. We just have to accept them.
You know, every once in a while, like I will admit, some of the quote unquote influencers. Hey, X Lloyd, we love you, brother. Some of the influencer people are fun to listen to every once in a while. You know, the novelty of it. I'll listen to them. In the very beginning, those are the ones because why? That's who YouTube shows you, right? When you're starting to click, and then of course they're all attached. So if you're following one, 9 times out of 10, they're going to suggest the others, and then the next thing you know, you're watching these quote unquote influencers or whatever. And I can tell you for certain, let's see, 2021, 2, 3, 5, 6 years I've been in crypto. I have literally watched certain influencers do a 180 on certain things or not speak about something that I know damn well after doing my own research on things is an incredible opportunity, right? To buy into based on my own research and what I see that they're building and how it will be used in the future. And then I'm like asking myself, this person who I've slated to be so smart has never once mentioned any of these other tokens that I think are like going to be really significant. Why is that, right? And then I noticed those same people, when did they start getting on the wagon? When the price go up. When price go up, then all of a sudden they are like they're pumping it more and more and more. But when the price is lower, they're slowly accumulating. Not everybody is a good guy in the world. And that's just the fact of the world. That's why I always say it's important to have a strong network of people, right? So that you're not so easily manipulated. If you're just out here by yourself, and you're treating this like a casino or like a lottery ticket, like Simon said, you're probably going to get wrecked because you're going to be worried about the hopium aspect of it so much. You're going to focus on price go up tomorrow. It's going to be in 3 months. It's going to be in 6 months. Oh, by this date, it's going to happen, all of this stuff. And like Simon said, it's going to happen when it's going to happen, right? You're better off to listen and watch things in the real world that are happening, things that are being built, the money when they're talking about coming in that are going to make a difference, right? Eventually. Now, if you're talking, and I'm talking about like the utility type financial tokens that are going to be running on the financial rails, those types of tokens, ISO 2022 messaging standard, compliant with that, compliant with the regulations, can they operate in different jurisdictions, all of this kind of stuff, right? So if you're just like looking at tokens that they have no use case at all, and you just bought them because it was 7 zeros and a 1, and you got a whole bunch of a million plus tokens, and
because you saw a thumbnail that said this could go to a penny,
right? And I mean, we've all played around with those. I've got a bag sitting out there somewhere of like, oh, if it just moved a couple, and it's fun to speculate that kind of stuff. However, don't get yourself so focused on that part of it, because you are going to get stressed out. You're going to get stressed out when it dips like this, and you're not going to see the opportunity. You're going to spend the time worrying and wondering if you should just sell and just get out of it. After you spend all this time waiting, don't give up now. I mean, as like I could see if something that you had been looking at or been investing in, and then all of a sudden there's like, the company's going out of business, then everyone's turning their backs on it. No one's going to. I could see someone going like, well, maybe XRP is not gonna do anything. But when you got Ripple Swell and you've got all these bankers and financial institutions showing up there and representatives from the White House and all of that, why on earth would you be going like, I think I should just sell it because it dropped 50 cents, because it's dropped $1 or whatever, right? When just a couple weeks ago you were like, shit, now it's up to $3 and something, and I'm going to buy less for my $100 that I could put in this week or whatever. Mm-hmm. So I'm done with my rant. Now I'm bringing the ball back to you. I'm bringing the ball.
I got the ball. Let's talk about this. I want to bring this up.
Let's talk about it.
We're going to talk about it.
Can we do big screen? And I'm gonna.
Yeah. Disappear. Make us disappear. Make us disappear.
I'm gonna
make us disappear. Where's disappear? There's disappear. Okay. Now, for those of you that don't know what we're looking at, it looks, well, you want to see some real spaghetti? I'll show you some spaghetti. Ooh, that's what I look at. That's going to get you lost in the sauce. This is a trading chart. Okay, I'm actually looking at XRP paired with USD. All that means is I'm looking at a chart to where people take their dollars, institution take their actual dollars and buy XRP. Okay. Now, I'm showing you this to try to give you just some perspective of things that you saw this price. This little red line is where we're at right now currently. So $2.33. Okay. We've been in $2.33 land for a little bit. But honestly, when was the last time we've actually ever been in $2.33 land at all? At all? Was way back here in a year called Before You Were Born. Okay, I'm sorry. I just like to say stuff like that. But back in 2018, back when I was a
little whippersnapper.
I was still a whippersnapper. I was still, doing things that toddlers do outside. I was eating dirt. That's good.
Right? You were getting your iron. You were getting your
iron. Okay. Now I just some perspective. You bought in 2018 and then you experienced this. And then you got some hope and then you experienced more. Okay. These price movements, if you're keep watching these things, it can definitely affect you. And back here, it was far riskier to be in XRP than it was here. And even here, it was far riskier to be in XRP, and I would say Bitcoin, any other digital asset. By the way, that's 2021 to where we're at right now.
And explain why. Explain why, Simon. Why was it more riskier?
Okay,
I know why I think, but I want to hear what you say.
So now I have listened to a great number of great, meaning more than 10, less than 20. Okay, because I listen, but I can only take so much from people that are saying kind of the same thing. But what I listen for is people that arrive at the same
conclusion.
But the conclusion, right?
But got to it from different ways.
But exactly, yes. And I love that. For me, that's great because I'm an angle person, right? I'm what if we turn left, parked in the underground parking, went across the street, and then went to the bar? What about that? Anybody think about that? Right?
Yeah. Huh?
So back here in 2018, I heard about that. The XRP is going to be the financial system. I heard that and I was like, yeah, whatever. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're smoking on. I don't even know really what you're talking about. But yeah, whatever. And then this happened. The risk is it was very Wild West. There was zero regulation. beginner alpha time. Yeah, this is my origin story. This is my origin
Let's
story. I love you,
go.
Lloyd, man. What's good, Lloyd? I love you, brother. I really do, man. Lloyd's a hoot. If you ever get a chance to meet Lloyd, man, embrace him. That's man, that's a real good brother right there. There was no regulation. There was arguably so many influencers, people talking about crypto that were not there on YouTube. There was no customer service line for how to send a transaction on within a platform. Zero. You had no idea where these exchanges were actually operating out of. Like, there was just no information. Most of us didn't know how to find it. This was risky. Very risky. You know why? Here's the real reason why, or not the reason, a core reason. We had no idea, zero evidence, zero.
Yep.
Like we did here.
Yep.
That we are going that way. This coin and digital assets collectively are going to be used. It was much stronger here, but still, there was some serious doubt. I mean, we had here in the United States, we had our own administration issues, conflicts, etc. during this time, right? And when you have different administrations come in, rules change. And when rules change, it affects markets, it affects industries. We all know this now. Most of us do at some level. Here, where you're at right now, at this arguably higher price than, what is that, 58 cents? Let's call it 60. I'll give you a fair 60. Higher than 60 cents back in a year ago. And now it's at $2.34. If you would have bought anywhere, if you just came in and bought XRP, this is just an example, okay? And we're up here, and now you're like, maybe I should have sold.
Yeah.
No. Maybe you should not sell, because you don't have a solid answer. There's so much more information that is out there and available to you folks that gives you a very healthy perspective of where might a coin and or companies that are supporting that coin in different ways be, versus way back here when it was pick up the dice, throw them on the table. Come on, boxcars. For those who know who boxcars is, that's a 6 and a 6 when you're playing.
Mama needs a new pair of shoes. Let's go.
Yeah, Mama needs a new pair of shoes, right? And so I'm bringing this to your awareness to say this is healthy. I just bought some actually today, right? I bought some today, and I will continue to buy. Because I'm gonna come off screen a little bit. Where's the button? Who's got the button? Let's go to the button. Where's the dang button? There it is. Thank you. I'm gonna continue to buy because we would do this in stocks. Okay, most of us buy stocks now. Why? Because it's an already established company.
Yep.
It has what we would call in the crypto space a white paper, and it's executing on that white paper. Okay, it's adhering to their white paper. It's hearing to the white paper. Well, moon, man, it's making me switch my heritages all up.
Just saying.
And right, it's top of the notch show. So as price increases and adoption happens in a multiple different ways, one of them Melissa brought up tonight, institutional money coming in. I would argue, according to that chart, that little flat line area, they were picking up the thing that maybe you were poo-pooing because you got tired of waiting. You got tired of holding the cereal in the store and you couldn't make it to the checker stand. And it's okay. I've been there. I've totally said, I don't want it anymore. I don't want to carry this. I'm done. Mom doesn't want it in the cart. She's making me hold it. Well, guess what I didn't get for the next 2 weeks? Lucky Charms. Guess what I learned to hold on to in the store next time Mama said I could have some? Lucky Charms. Right now, from a kid's perspective, kid was not focused on price. Kid was focused on, I get this. When I have this, I am happy. another question that I strongly encourage to ask yourself, and just ask yourself: Are you good? I'm not going to say happy. Are you good with the investment that you're in? And if you say no, ask yourself why. If you arrive at price, haha, the demon within yourself has revealed its ugly face. You say, okay, my only problem here is price. All right. I need to adjust my perspective. Because if I'm going to put up the Lucky Charms or the cereal of my awesome choice back on the shelf because I couldn't make it to the checker stand, I need to figure some things out, because this won't be the last time that I screw something up on some other investment.
Yep.
Some other opportunity, right? No matter what it is. This is a spiritual journey. It really is. It's a financial journey. But when you do finances, emotion, it really, you're able to look within and say, I need to pull my head out of my woohoo and just see things that I'm able to see, hear things I'm able to hear, and move slowly to the table.
Mm-hmm.
This is not a race.
Nope.
It feels like it. It really feels like it, right? But it's an internal race for you. You are chasing your future self opportunities, but you can't do that. You cannot. Well, you can. I've seen people do it. But if you're fishing, and I relate this to fishing, you literally have to wait the fish to come to your bait. You might see a fish jump out, opportunity. You're like, ooh, cast in front, please, for the love of God. Come on, God. Ooh, change my thing, change my thing, change my thing. Yes! That'd be like somebody watching a trading screen that I shared with you guys. Please go down, please go down. Oh, went down. Yeah, bye. Yes, I got some more. Yeah, discount. Right? That's a really good day. But if you have the courage to buy on an up day, do it. Do it because you have looked in and said, I want some more of this for my future self.
Yep.
Whether that's price or some other beautiful opportunity like decentralized finance, maybe you're ready to participate in that. And in order to be participating, maybe you're like, hey, I've took a long time to stack these up. And I've done a lot of things to make them secure as best as I can. Maybe I should just take my $50 bill that I busted my butt for doing, I don't know, DoorDash or something on the weekends. And now I'm going to take that $50 and I'm going to put it into work to DeFi and go learn and start the journey over again on a new subject, or offshoot of the main subject. These things teach us bigger things. I personally am invested in other opportunities that if you would have said that I would be in these opportunities 2 years ago, I would have told you you're full of poo-poo. Like, okay, sure, right. And XRP is going to be $36 by 2030. I could maybe, but I would have totally doubted that. I'm there because of a few things. One, this is my opinion. God put me here. I saw the opportunity. God saw me going with the opportunity. God kept putting things in front of me. I kept saying yes. Sometimes I'd cry in the middle of aisle 3, but I got up, I held my cereal, and I kept walking. Another thing is I've done the research and I continuously share my life experience with those behind me. I own up to my BS. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And I will try like heck to right the wrong. I'm still righting other wrongs in my life. It's a journey, but I'm going to feel good when I know that I've done that thing. I know I'm getting kind of preachy here, but this is a part of your journey. Yep. This is really a part of your, this is just a part of it. We don't talk about this. We say it's a spiritual journey. Dude, spiritual is like a spiritual subject, right? But it's your journey within that huge and eternal subject. And crypto and digital assets is that. These opportunities I'm in, I'm educating individuals that have gone years upon years in school and been at the top of their game. And they're coming to the guy that would play hacky sack in the middle of lunch. I mean, I was cool with the hacky sack because it was a fun game. That I just didn't feel like I knew a lot.
Yeah.
But because of this journey, it has exposed me to talent, one of the many talents that I've been given, and it's strategy. I love strategy. I can figure out how to get out of something, especially when the pressure's on. Like, I'm really good at that. I'm like, okay, how do I do that without the pressure? That's good. Let's figure that out. And I have. And now because I have, I'm able to explain these things, these complex, unfamiliar topics to individuals like you, to individuals like Melissa. And now Melissa, dude, she's applying her skill sets. I'm gonna look that up. She's fire, absolute fire. She is relentless. It's just like Energizer Bunny. Boom, 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 boom. Of course, probably get flagged for some type of trademark infringement right there. Sorry, we'll edit that out later.
Sorry, what is that? Duracell? Sorry,
I don't know,
Duracell.
the Energizer Bunny.
Yeah, isn't it Duracell? The copper top
No,
bat. Oh no, that's the car.
no.
Oh yeah, Energizer.
Now we got 2 strikes. Oh no, we're going down. We will no longer be on this channel. But
there's some comments that I highlighted and that were in the chat.
Go for it.
Thunderbird World Media says, I was introduced to crypto in 2022, heard about crypto November, got onto Binance, but couldn't figure it all out. Wish the education research was easier. This is why I come to this show in Stones now. Good. I mean, that's awesome that you're doing that. Because it isn't easy. Well, that she figured that, she got onto Binance, but she couldn't figure it out. And then she's coming to our show and she's going to Stone's Crypto and Coffee and Crypto in the morning every Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern time on X Spaces. There's a wealth of information there.
I have a question for an individual like Thunderbird, and I'm asking because Thunderbird, if you share this, I'd be very grateful. Because there's those in the chat that also need to hear your answer. Why do you listen or come or participate in Stone Show and the Dipito Show? What's going on with you? I know that's kind of a deep question, right? It is, but I think there's an answer there that people need to hear. And it's just, again, another component of the journey. There's people that I will comment on later because I would love for Thunderbird World Media to comment on that if they could. That would be dope.
I would like to hear it too. And then let's see. Stephanie said.
Stephanie's in the house tonight.
Said Ripple swell this week and Midnight Summit next week. It's so secret squirrel. They won't even tell us where we're staying. Big news got to be coming out there too. I agree, Steph. I think there is a lot. And then X Lloyd, buy, hold till you hear about it on the news, till your friends start asking you if you still have those crypto coin thingies.
Yeah, NFA. Yeah, agreed. Floyd, Floyd, sound suggestions, my man. Sound suggestions. Buy it. Hold on. You might see it on the news. And then, this was a thing. Melissa, I don't remember if this was still a thing in 2019, but when I got into crypto, it was all about drug dealers, prostitution. It really was like that was like what was in the mainstream media that I found. Like Silk Road was a huge thing. Did you see something else?
I was looking to see if she answered, and I don't think she did.
No, not yet.
She just said thank you.
She might be working. She might be on the ground, man.
Yeah, she might.
She's a paper chaser. Be a paper chaser, not a candlestick chaser. Be a paper chaser.
Oh, reality to Simon's question is my friend Amanda Ake Opti, real person who I met and keep learning from as well. So that's how she found us. But again, it goes back to that network. See, and this is where we all come in now, because Thunderbird, you might have a friend that starts asking you, and you say like, well, who are you hanging out with? Who are you talking to? Where did you learn that? And you can tell them, Dipito Show, Stone Coffee and Crypto with Stone, or wherever else you're finding information that resonates with you. Yes, we all love you, Opti. I'll love you. Sorry, it's been not going well with the mint.
She's gonna
But
knock it out
yeah,
of the park. You watch, that girl's gonna be an NFT billionaire when we're in our 50s and 60s. I'm telling you, because she's done it. She's done probably. I might be embellishing here, but 80 to 90% of everything on her phone, dude and dudettes. Whoa.
while living on a
Okay.
bus with 3 children.
With no
Like,
running water, and I'm
and
not trying to make you
homeschooling. Yeah, like
and homeschooling.
these are the things when you think like, oh, I can't do it. I can't do this, whatever.
Oh,
You can if you could do
do
anything
it.
you put your
Do it.
mind to. You could do anything you put your mind to. Where your attention
Bingo.
goes, your energy flows, is, I always say that. And it's so true. And like Simon was saying, even if you're listening to things that don't resonate with you, but you want to expand your thinking and broaden your horizons a little bit, because even those people that we do not necessarily agree with, they have value. Don't discount somebody else's point of view, because you could prevent yourself from learning something. And I mean, even myself too, like, I have to come outside of my box a lot of times,
I love
because
that saying.
I
I love that saying that you have.
I don't want, don't put
Don't
me
get
in a
trapped in
box.
your box. I
Yeah,
love
don't
that.
get
I love
trapped in
it.
it, because it doesn't let you expand your thinking. And you could be in a group full of people that all say the same thing, and it feels all good, warm and fuzzy and whatever. But then the minute you walk outside of that box and you start looking around, you're like, oh my gosh, I miss so much. I miss so much stuff
Yeah.
that's going on in the world. And if you are looking for this to be like it's a future investment, and I don't like to use the word invest. I like saying our early adopters. Like, we're all early adopters when it comes to this crypto digital asset space. But like Simon just said, we have the value, the benefit of those that came before us.
Yes, we do.
That we know so much more than we did before. It is still speculative, but not like it was. We have things to go off of now.
Yep.
And also, value comes from what we say is valuable.
I'm so glad you said that. I thought about that today before we had a conversation with each other. I was doing my own rant with myself, and I thought about that what you value is different based on perspective. What you value, I might value less. What I value, you might value less. Or
Yep.
maybe we align with something. That's great. That's fantastic. That's a hard thing to see. That's a real hard thing to see. But I hear it when I listen to others. I hear it when I listen to you. I hear it when I listen to Mr. Man. I can hear what Mr. Man values. Almost and Mr. Man, I'm not picking on you, brother. You offer so much goodness and wisdom to this space, man. That is absolute fire.
Top of the notch.
Is above notch. Wait, you were wherever the notch is, and we tied everything to, like, you're above that, and just who you are and what you do. And much respect, brother. Much respect. But I find out and listen when I listen to Mr. Man, I can tell where he needs to see things line up.
Yeah.
Right, for him. Otherwise, it's no go. Right. So that's his value. Right. If this and this and this are not there, I don't play. Right. Okay. If you're going to enter a new sport, as an example, exactly. Don't reject the message because you don't like the messenger. Agreed. Don't kill the messenger, please, because they're talking and saying stuff that you probably might need later. Once you've calmed down and let it sink in, naturally sink in. Again, go for a drive, have a Don't smoke cigarettes, but drink a sip of coffee or something. I was gonna say smoke a cigarette because
have some tea.
Yeah, have some tea. Have some
Have some
Assange
tea. Drink some tea.
That's good. I'm gonna have a little bit out of respect, but Mr. Man is a great is probably a great point of reference for me and you, because when you listen to him, you can pick out his. I'm gonna call them like insecurities, because that's what I would call them in myself. Okay, something that I'm like, ooh, no, you don't have that. Woo, I'm playing with you. You know what I mean? Like that. I can't give good references. It'd be like if you were playing a sport, but one person on that team didn't have the proper safety gear. It's like, dude, what are you doing? Like, bro, what you doing out here? Girl, what you doing out here? Your knickers are good. You ain't gonna. These are gonna be gone, girl. Like, gone if you don't put on some protection. You know what I mean? The same thing with with the boys. Be like, your family jewels ain't gonna be so Julie later, or they might turn you into a Julie later. I mean, just whatever.
I don't care if it doesn't look cool. You walking around with the
like I'm telling
you,
you're gonna take a hit, and you're gonna be like, oh. Yeah, it's bruised around there, but dude, I still got it. It's still, dude, everything comes out great in the morning, blah, blah. Moving on before I take us off the rails and down the toilet. But I love the perspective of try to find your value in something. And once you have found that, try to see if that value maintains in other things in your life, not just digital assets. Find out what you're scared of. That's a big thing, man. Yeah, it is. It's easy to spot. It's easy to spot the high emotional, freak out stuff. Like that's easy, right? That's easy to call a spade a spade. What's not easy is when like maybe you're slacking on something, right? You just you should be doing something, or like you're drawn to it. Okay, I'm not going to say you should be doing this. If you don't do this, that's not what I'm saying. It's just like it's a reoccurring thing, a thought that comes in your head, but yet you still procrastinate and don't. Okay, there's something more there.
Yeah.
That you just need to identify. If you got to deal with it, you deal with it. Like actually fix it, whatever. But if you're able to identify what it is, now you're able to call another spade a spade. I mean, that's half the battle. When I can spot Mr. FOMO in my life, I literally will say it. I will say it up straight. I'll just be driving on the phone. Ooh, oh, that's Mr. FOMO. Oh, Mr. FOMO's no, Mr. FOMO. I'm calling down. Nope, I'm going to my Jesus zone, and I got the white aura coming out of me right now. Angel wings, quaka! You ain't gonna mess with me today, Mr. FOMO. Go ahead, try tomorrow. I dare you. Learning to control my emotions and emotional reactions and responses to outside stimulation has really been a game changer for finding value in a lot of things I would have otherwise overlooked. Agreed. Skater Zach T. Love it. That's wonderful advice. I couldn't have said it any better myself, literally, because I would have stopped texting and typing that after like the 6th, 7th word. but that's very true. That's a hard thing, to be in a room where the messenger that you don't like, that just rubs you the wrong way, but you're able to stay there and get the message. I'm telling you, you're going to be like these very successful people that might look like they have resting, not nice lady face and resting, not nice dude face. You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about.
They are listening, and they are there like, I really just don't care for this individual as a person. If a bus came, I would feel sorry for the family. I would be jumping with joy inside, maybe, but I'm listening to the value that they're bringing me, because they are giving me information. The one thing that we can give each other is information. Like, that is our human currency, is information. Information is wisdom. It is the same thing, right? It's, communication is the process of sharing that information, sharing that skill. Teaching is a whole nother part of that process. And we can do it. We can do that as the first and reverse. The bottom can teach the top. The tops can teach the bottom. But
100%.
But those at the top, they are able to remember their psych classes in college. I used to think that was the dumbest thing to take in college until I really started taking my financial literacy to heart. They all talk about mindset. They
manipulate us
information is the new Nina. I would say information is the oldest currency of all time. I will teach you how to do a thing. Here are the words, right? Transparency, integrity, authenticity. Jay, baby.
Shout out, Jay. And then finally, no matter where you get the value, grab a broken clock is even right twice a day.
Amen.
Yeah. Oh, Heathy says, hey, Dipper family.
Whoa, hey, what's good?
What's up? Oh, Simon Wren wants to connect, Simon.
Yes. Okay.
What am I, chopped liver, Ren? Huh?
Oh,
come on now,
yeah, Ren. Yeah, get me on the. I owe you conversations too. Get me on the X, Ren. I know you're on X. I know you're on X, brother.
No, yeah. I do. I agree with what you're saying. I do agree. You know, and the cool thing, so anyone that's been in this space for a while and they've done some of the things that we're talking about in terms of, you know, looking outside of the box and doing your own research and trying to not be emotional about it and all these things, it does spill over into other areas of your life.
100%.
And so we're so used to asking these questions now in this space, and what does it mean, and why are people saying certain things, and you know, the whole psychology of it is quite fascinating, but it applies to all areas of our lives too. And I mean, it can even help you, like if you can lick this, if you can school this, you can school yourself on this, how to operate in this way. You will be more successful just in general, whether your digital assets go up or they don't, which depending on, I don't know, not financial advice. I don't know what anybody is invested in or whatever, or looking into or early adopting. I don't know what that is, but if you did your research and you feel like you've made a solid choice or whatever, chances are it is going to go up. But you are a winner for every day that you've learned something new and that you've expanded your horizons and you've, expanded your thinking. You're learning new terms. You're getting more bold. You're asking more questions. You're sitting in circles full of people that once you would have thought they would have never let you in the room before, right? We're rubbing elbows with folks that would never given us the time of day. Why? Because they have respect. We have a mutual respect for one another. And so, these are the important things when it comes to this, but we're all human. And, just how you brought up the psychology part of it, they have been manipulating us, not just with digital assets, but with a lot of things for a long time. Psychology. And, it's always a bit disappointing. I will say I get a little bit disappointed when, I get excited when I hear people are realizing they want to be sovereign and, all of these things. We're going to teach ourselves, be your own bank, not your keys, not your crypto, whatever. Yet those same people will fall right down through the narrative. They can't see it. They get scared. I also say fear is a liar. Fear is a liar. And whenever I start seeing a bunch of people pushing fearful tactics, fearful statements out in the public, whether it has to do with digital assets or whether it has to do with, politics in one way or another, or they're going to do all King's Day, or they're going to do this, and whatever it may be, to instill fear in you. What does fear do? Fear paralyzes people. And I don't want to live my life in fear.
I don't either. And one of the first, I remember the first time. Let's talk about fear for a minute, because fear has moved with me as I have moved. Fear will always be with me. It's part of my journey. as his pain, as his happiness, as his joyfulness, as his lovingness, as his hate. They're all with me. We're all born both with light and dark. One of my most favorite lines out of Harry Potter series. Those are within us. It's what we choose, right? We get to choose that. But the fear, I remember when I had like a good, deep rooted fear. Some of my friends might have said it was in my prepper days. Okay. In my family's religious beliefs, you just prepared because stuff was going to go down at some level in your life. It wasn't going to be fireballs and tornadoes, even though on the 4th of July we try to make fireballs, and if you were in the Midwest, there were tornadoes. But it was a thing. There was going to be things where you had hard times, long durations of it. So prepping was a thing. Yeah. So when me and my wife, when we first got together, for me that was go time. I'm family man now, right? I went from single dude to family man, like that. So I went into, oh my gosh, I have to do these things, right? We got to have food prep. I got to learn how to make these things, you know.
Have a good night, Steph.
Oh, Steph out. Bye, Steph. Love you, girly.
Yep. Sorry, keep going.
No, it's great. But it inspired me to do things, right? To get my stuff together per se, right? But that fear there, it so disabled me on so many things, right? Okay. And even today, I'm spotting fear within the dynamics of me and my wife's relationship. And honey, if you're listening, I want to share this because there's major value in it. This comes to, you know, most of us know that if you're married, you know that you both came from different walks of life, different cloth, right? And one of mine has been one of my, how do I want to say? One of my goals with my wife is to learn more about her. Okay. Not so much, of course, interests, right? Because her interests change, but more just about her, understanding her. Because if I can understand her, then I know that I don't need her there to make decisions that will affect both of us. Here's an example. Okay.
I like it.
Here's fear. My example, I'll give you my first and hers. And it is the way that we measure wealth / success. Okay. My version of measuring wealth or success is, well, how much money do I have in the bank? Right? That was me. Okay. My wife, on the other hand, is how much food do we have? Food / resources, right? It wasn't just food. Arguably, both are the same thing. I could use dollars to go get food, right? I could use dollars to go get supplies, right? If food and stuff was already there, we're good. We don't need money. I have money. I don't need food. I mean, you know, I do need food, but I have money. I can go get food when I need it. Polar opposites of meaning the same goals, right? Here's the fear. When my bank account would get to about less than $500 in the account, I was an I would say I was an emotional wreck, meaning I would start to make bad decisions. Right? I was more testy. You know, I was, you know, I had my man resting mean face on a lot, right? Okay, so wife, same as the first, only in reverse. Food gets less and less and less. I'm like, dude, store's right down the street, man. What's going on, baby? For her, that was a sign of stress. So compounding phrases like this, hey, the power bill is going to be a week late. She's had other experiences in her life as a youth that food's getting less, bills aren't getting paid. We're in deep doo-doo. Yeah. Right. I'm like, this is a strategic move. Forget those people. I pay them what I want to. They're willing to take a late payment. I'm going to give it to them. I am a man. Right. Okay. But it created not direct conflict, but indirect conflict. Again, when that's happening, guess what happened? Guess what effing happened?
What happened?
I missed out on another opportunity to buy Bitcoin in 2010. Because I would have. But I spent money to play catch up, my decisions, but also went and did things to feel better about myself, holiday stuff, plus food. Right? And that's because I didn't have an understanding of addressing the fear of my wife and sharing the fear of her husband. And that fear stuff has come with us. It's only been recently that I have finally found a way, or I shouldn't say I've finally found a way. I've been discovering the way the whole time, but I have it like on lock right now, right? I have this process that I do with my wife. I will check with her about food and resources. I will ask. I know we're good. Like my view, like we're golden. And for my view, I'm looking at the bank account going, hey, I have resources here. I'm not going to spend all the money. You crazy. Like we ain't going to have that. That's like me throwing away all the food because it's past the expiration date by one day. Like you ain't going to have that. Right. I'm like, well, we still got a day. You're such a sucker on the date. Right. Okay. Agreed. Again, my fear, right? All right, let's address it. I'm willing to go with you on this ride. If I get sick, you're going to take care of me. I know she's got me, right? And vice versa, And so now I'll go to her and I'll ask her, hey, do we need this? No. Do we need this? No. How about this? And I've listened, and this is what I'm getting at. Okay. I am doing a thing that I'm like, honestly, this is kind of inefficient for me to do. It's like, dude, I know we're good. Why even ask? Well, that's pretty inconsiderate of me because my wife might see something that I don't see. And now, once again, I missed an opportunity because I didn't want to listen to the messenger, even though I love the messenger. I can watch that messenger all day, man. But I'll ask her and I'll listen. And there'll be things that I'm like, she'll go, we're close on this. Here's another offshoot of this. Her version of close, my version of close, of out of something.
Not the same.
Version of value, my version of value, totally different.
Yeah.
So for me,
like if the house runs out of sour cream, Ryan could give 2 cares about it because he don't eat sour cream. If we're
there's that part too.
Yeah, I'm like, I do need my sour cream. I'm just saying.
Yeah, well, it's okay. It's like, okay, milk is the number one culprit in the house that like just it's gone, man. It's like I swear to God, the Keebler elves come up in this mother plucker and just be drinking all the milk. I swear they do. I swear they do it. I swear to God, that dish wasn't there last night. Nobody was here, right? So at any rate, milk is probably the number one thing. And so my version of out is if you take the last one off the shelf, we are out. It's still in use, but we are out. For me, I need to get backup resources soon, right? For me, that's out. Not, hey, we're out, and I've already spent the money. That's a no-go because for me, now I got to cross that threshold of $500 in the bank. No. We're trying to keep peace and sanity in Pleasantville, right? So please tell me when this is, even though you're like, hey, we're not going to use this for a month. I don't care. I just would like to go, we're close. I will work it in. That's enough time to definitely appease your end of wealth and my end of wealth. Not emergency. Now we have finally beaten fear together. I know that's a long way. I keep telling you, just let me get a cat. You know what's going to happen if we get it? Man, I wasn't going to out you. Okay. But since you outed yourself.
Oh, you got outed, girl. I would never have guessed.
No, I'm not going to do the cow. We're not getting the cow. Okay. This is why we're not going to get the cow. Okay.
Huh?
Because unfortunately, the cow will get a name.
Yeah.
I'll give it a name. I will give it a name. And then I'll have to go out. Sorry, Miss Jane. I know you don't like this. I know you need to do this. This ain't your business. Now my wife can be like, hey, girl, let me get you. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, doesn't that feel better? Oh, yeah. Right? But we have to take care of the cow. We're trying to go on road trips. Unless that cow can come with us, we ain't going to get a cow.
Rosemary says, when I get down to no money, happens often. I can't think straight, but I always have full cupboards and full freezer, etc. Big priority, have a month or more of food on hand. You know, and I will say this. Oh, yeah. What is it? Stephanie said, no food in pantry worries the stink out of me. Late bills don't bother me. Right? Yeah, no food. And then who else? Somebody else said, bread, milk, sugar in my house is when people freak out if it's not there. I have a cousin that's a prepper. He says to have 3 months of food stocked, hopefully. Yeah, and I will tell you. So, Simon, I think as we go through our like awakening, whatever you want to call it, realization, you know, get the reality dose smack in the face type thing. We all kind of go through these motions or moments of prepper where you're like, oh, I've got to do it. I did it myself. Ryan, he was not into it as much, but he was like, okay, you know, and I'll admit there were times when they had the, you know, 10 days of darkness, 10 days of darkness or whatever. And I just remember,
guilty, man. I'm like, oh.
When I moved,
I'm gonna buy a little bit. I'll buy one extra can. Okay, I'm good.
When I moved from the city into the country, when my boys were real little, I had never lived far away. I'd never lived in the country before, and I can tell you, like, I never had a well with a pump and a septic, you know, all this. I never had any of that stuff, right?
Oh.
Well, when wintertime came and there was a big winter storm or whatever, I witnessed like the entire grocery store shelves bare just from a freaking snowstorm. Because why? Because these people lived in the country and they knew that they were going to be snowed in and they weren't going to be able to run down the street. Even though for me, I was in the country, but the store was literally only a few miles down the road. Doesn't seem like be a big deal. But when we got snowed in, and the stores would not be open either, right? Because of the snow and all this kind of stuff. So people be buying, you know, every bit of water. Why? Because everybody's on wells. If your power goes out, your well ain't going to work, right? So, you know, these people are thinking in terms of prepping. And so, yeah, we had to make sure that we had water and things like that. Well, then when you live in the city and you have city water and all these things, we get comfortable. We don't think about these things. Like, what if my car breaks down and I don't have any jacket? Because why? Because Melissa doesn't wear a jacket in the wintertime because I'm freaking hot all the time, right? Well, what if my car broke down and I have no jacket, right? I have no gloves. I don't like wearing gloves. Keep them in your car. Like, these are common sense things, but we don't think about it, right? Because we get comfortable, we get lazy, we don't think about these things. And so I did when the whole 10 days of darkness and all this stuff over the past, you know, several years ago, I started buying stuff, right? But if you're not a true prepper, what are you going to do? You're going to let your shit get messed up. You're going to get the roly-poly bugs in your flour and your sugar, your rice, you know, all these things are going to get infiltrated with insects. Your canned goods they're going to get outdated because you're not rotating stock. And, you know, so it's one of those live the lifestyle. You have to walk the walk, talk the talk, live the lifestyle to really do it properly, right? And so it's like now I'm just more of reasonable, like, hey, you might want to have some staple foods in the house, like a couple extra, just because if, you know, stuff goes down, you can't get out. You at least got some macaroni and cheese you can eat, or cans of soup or whatever.
A reason in a season.
Right?
Always a reason. There's always a season to do those things. Agreed. You know,
gotta have toilet paper too. Just saying, because if COVID comes around here, we ain't gonna have no toilet paper.
We just go out on the lawn and give the old dog walk. We get on the lawn and do the dog walk. Some people might know what that is. I
don't know what you shared, but thank you for sharing. That really helped.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And I love what I've seen in the chat. Everybody's talking about food storage, right? And I think, that's probably the most easiest thing for us to default to is well, money can't fill your stomach. I don't disagree with that. Where my mind goes is, hey, we're out of this. Hey, my car broke down.
Mm-hmm.
Two problems, only one solution, and it's called money, right? And I'm not saying money is everything, but yes, to have that. If you're able to build up your storage and you got a good system, they're great. Now start building up your storage of resources, or vice versa. There's many. I love talking about this stuff. I love talking about financial strategies because they adequate into other things. I've talked about the gospel of gospels on here. Pay yourself first. Take 10% of all thy earnings, set it aside for your future investment. Fine. Cool. Maybe if you're not into digital assets and you're just finding this channel for the first time, maybe take 10% of thy earnings and buy a little extra food. This is the same principle that us in the digital asset space do. We take our today's dollar. We have found an asset or assets that we have said, you know what? This will be good for my future self in some capacity. Agreed. Food, same thing. I'm sure, Melissa, what's your number one go-to? What's your number one go-to for, like, when you do food storage, you're like, I must have this?
I just try to think. I mean,
canned good. Is it a canned good? Is it fruit, chili, beans, rice, corn?
To be honest, there's nothing that I can't live without. I mean, I'd like to have
without, just a go-to. Like, hey, you're gonna get snowed in. What's one thing that pops in your head first?
Nothing. I mean,
popcorn?
yeah. I mean, my thought went to like rice or something like
rice.
bread. Something. Only reason, but that's just the practical mind. It's not so much that I dig eating a bunch of rice, right?
No. It's just where you go to.
Like, what could I make if I was starving? Like, couldn't get out, and I wanted to have something that could stretch a long time, and fill me up a little bit, and rice. But I would want to have butter too.
Now, mine would be mine would go to a little bit further, right? And this is where I go to. Bread. So I need all the ingredients for bread.
Oh,
right?
yes.
I want bread, right? For me, it's like, cool, I'll have food. Cool.
I'm terrified of pressure canning.
Oh, I'm just about to get on that.
I did the water bath. I did the water bath.
I'll do water bath food all day. I love that.
Yeah, but I haven't done the pressure cooker things.
This is getting into where when you take your dollars and you buy food, you have officially locked up your dollars in that good for your future self asset. Okay. Asset's a loose term here. Okay. A can of corn, a can of beans, flour, butter, etc. on your food storage self. Assets, digital assets, same thing. I've done the research. I like corn. This coin's going to be used in this way. I like beans. Hey, green beans. Let's go green beans. I like cut green beans, not that split crap. I like them cut 1 inch. I'm high maintenance, but those are the green beans I like. So I'm going to get that. I like Bitcoin and Bitcoin only, and that's all I'm going to have. Okay. Again, we're doing the same thing. We're taking our dollars and we're locking them up in assets that we know that we can use. So applying to the food realm, you know what you can have. You know what you can't have. You know what's going to last long. You know what's like, dude, I got to eat that. If I don't eat that, I've wasted my money. Same thing over here. But this is where your journey, your exploration, it's going to lead you to, just like it did with food.
I gotta throw a little analogy in there.
Throw it.
When I was a stay-at-home mom on one income, we didn't have any money. I've been like looking at Rosemary's, like lighting it up, managing a pantry is a financial strategy, buying quantity, things are on sale. When you have a cushion of food on hand, it frees up income. You can take advantage of opportunities. Yeah. And
Agreed.
Guess what, Rosemary?
Yes.
This is what I had to do on very little money. I had to be strategic about how I bought things, right? I had to be strategic about how I bought my groceries. And when things were on sale, I'd stock up and you would rotate it because you notice certain things are on sale at different times or whatever.
Yep.
You go in, you buy quantities, you have it. And of course, because we didn't have a lot of money, we were eating it. So I was rotating my pantry because I was eating the food and I would wait for those sales to come. Same thing with crypto right now. You know, you buy things when they're on sale. You did the research. You do the research on the food. You know what you cook for the meal. You know what is the better quality of whatever it is that you need. And if it goes on sale, you better buy it. You know, buy a couple of them if you can afford to buy the couple of them or whatever. This is the same kind of mentality, right? If you've already researched tomatoes, like there you go.
I bought a can of XRP tomatoes today because they were on sale.
But I mean, it is kind of the same principle. You're buying things when they're on sale, when the price dips, like it has. These quality cryptos, the ones that are, no, we're not talking about some ones that aren't even in the top, 1,000 even. Like if it's not on Crypto Bubbles, you might not want to touch it. You know what I mean? Or I say Crypto Bubbles. That's the app I use because I like it because of the bubbles.
Oh no, that's good.
It's
it's
a
very
fun
interactive. It keeps
it's a fun app. But I guess if it's not in those top ones or whatever, unless you really feel certain and you've done a lot of research on whatever. But I don't personally have time for some of the I don't know how many thousands of cryptos there are out there. I really don't. But I'm saying when the prime rib goes on sale, buy two.
It's on, baby.
Buy a couple.
Well,
get you some. And they always go on sale around the holidays.
The hams do, the turkeys do.
Ham rib during Christmas.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
$9.99 a pound. I've got
the New York loins are on sale $10 a pound at Costco in my hood. That's cheap for me. That's a good deal. Okay, that's at Costco. I know, which means I could go down the road to another place that serves all the restaurants. It's probably going to be like $2 cheaper. So now
like
I'm winning.
Is it like Gordon's?
We have what do you mean, the farm or the place? No, U.S. Chef Foods.
Oh,
so in our area, U.S. Chef Foods, a lot of the entrepreneur mom and pop restaurants.
Yeah,
they'll just
we have Gordon's. We have Gordon's.
Same things.
Yeah,
a lot of I would not a shot at any of the taco trucks. I love taco trucks, but those types of businesses, right? Just
I'll use
single burner type stuff, right? Mm-hmm, yep. Me and the wife go there to I love it because they have like to-go supplies. By the way, you might just think about that for the holidays. Quit giving away your dishes to family. Be like, nah, you can keep the paper. You can keep the to-go box. There you go, bro.
You want two paper plates with saran wrap around that?
You get the
I am not giving you another one of my.
You get the clamshell. You get the clamshell. I got some top of the notch napkins. The silverware, man, dude, you got it. There you go. You're good. We love that, man. Thank you, Grandma, for teaching us that, by the way. But yes, don't trip by the dip. A reason to have extra food on hand is if you don't feel like going to the store. Agreed. What if you get a bad cold, don't want to go out?
Or you can just order pizza.
Yeah, you're all set. Rosemary, you're 110% right. Like we're there. Unfortunately, my wife and I, like, because I went on carnivore. I got to go back on it because I've been slipping. I'm relearning this with myself. I'm going back in. I've seen it works. I've seen my defaults to things during times of year. I've really noticed that, which is great. I'm happy because I have family members that haven't learned that. But the food prep is where it's at. I've always been about that. Okay, Melissa.
Yes.
And I know we're short. We're getting close here. Answer me this one question.
Is it going to be hard?
I don't know. It has to do with your personal history. So maybe.
Shit. Okay.
Yeah, it's all right. How long did it take you to get to the level of knowledge that you have right now about food, storage, and prep?
Good question. Let me see.
20 years,
Well,
30
I would
years?
say actually longer because I mean I've been doing this crap since I was a kid. I'll say 46 years.
Okay, 46 years. Okay.
Yeah,
So
to be
let's be fair. Let's be fair to your co-host. 26 years.
he's just a
that's
baby,
I'm
folks.
just a baby.
He's
Well,
just a
I'm not a
baby.
baby. I mean, I cry like a baby.
Huh?
I
You're
am the
like
kid. I will
mama,
cry.
mama,
Mama, meow,
yeah.
meow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, not the mama. Oh, I love that show. Okay, back to it. It's taking you that long to get that proficient to where you're at with food prep, and yet you're still learning it.
Yeah. Well,
Same thing.
well,
Same thing with crypto,
we
ladies
go
and
through
gentlemen.
cycles.
We do go through cycles. 100%. We do. If you're into crypto, you just got here. Please try to take that pressure off yourself that you're late. This is going to be a lifetime journey. You are going to be dealing with digital assets the remainder of your life. Even if you walk away from it and you don't invest in it ever again, I'm telling you, you will be using it on the front end or the back end
100%.
of where we're going. Okay.
Mhm.
No different than either you food prep or you go to your favorite restaurant down the road. You are dealing with food and you will need to learn about it. So I say that to just
100%.
please take that pressure off yourself and knowing it took me this long to learn this thing. It's going to take me that long to learn that thing.
You're gonna
No pressure.
You're gonna keep learning too. Here's the deal.
That's right.
It doesn't quit. And you know, like someone said earlier,
Yeah.
you know, you never want to be the smartest in the room, right? And I'll say this. It's exhausting. Okay. What I've been doing, all of like I've been on 100. I've been running on 100 for
100.
years. What
100.
like even before I got into crypto, you know, I was teaching myself about other things that I would like, it was in my mind, you know. So I mean, my mind has been actively seeking knowledge for at least 10 years, like longer, but I'm saying like without like my children are grown, right? I'm divorced from the person that I was like, there was so much stress, like I couldn't even focus on anything. Right. So since I've been, you know, single, but I'm with Ryan, but I'm not single, but like I'm not stressed out. I don't have children depending on me. Like I'm an independent woman, right? I'm like, you know, I don't have people counting on me. Right.
That's right.
The different kind of thing. So what did I do?
What you do?
I shifted my focus and I started really teaching myself everything I could learn. And then, you know, 2019, I got into crypto and it's just been, I've been like on it. It's freaking exhausting. I'm tired, to be honest with you. I'm tired. And I mean, I said that today. I'm like, I'm just like, and every once in a while you need a break. We all do. So I guess what, you know, listening to what you just said, Simon, and it's like, you are going to be using it in the future. You've already made it this far. You're here. If you need to take a break, great. Don't sell your crypto. Don't sell your crypto, and don't be a silly Sally and, you know, have your stuff sitting in somewhere where, you know,
Sally.
I will say that I know. Sorry, Sally. Well, I mean, people called me Missy Pissy. So, you know, get over it.
I'm sorry. That's a good one. I like that.
Or nervous Nancy is bad. Try to get called Missy
Nelson.
Pissy as you're growing up. You know, it kind of bites. That one is not very good. But I guess I'm just saying, like, what a great show this evening. You two are amazing humans. Well, you're amazing human, because we love you. Yeah, I don't know. It's like there's so much stuff going on and it gets exhausting, but just know that you're special. You've been fighting the good fight. You've been teaching yourself. Don't give up now. Don't give up now. Don't get involved with people that are making you feel fear. Yeah. Don't be around people that are making you feel.
because
Yeah.
because they're there's a reason. Yeah.
What a pair we make. I love that.
Oh
I love
my
everybody
goodness.
that's here tonight, man.
So funny.
You make the toe show a toe show. Yeah,
Uh,
don't associate with people that make you fearful in your social circles. Just gotta pee your pants, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, somebody hit the screen record on their phone. If you're on IMU TV, pull out your. If you're watching on IMU TV right now across the road, pull out your phone right now. Hit record.
Yeah, for all you folks that are watching on IMU TV, I'm just going to let you know that next week's show is going to be extremely professional. I'm probably going to wear a suit. Simon's going to wear a tie, and we're going to just do what we do in a most professional manner. Huh?
Without fearful.
We won't be fearful. Free for fall.
Free for fall.
Yeah.
No, we are.
It's a road.
But this has been a good show. This is what this show's really all about. I mean, at a very core level, good conversation, casual conversation.
Oh, snap. Niall's still in here. Definitely getting clipped for IMU TV Outtakes 25.
Yeah, my man. Niall, stop being fearful.
Don't be fearful.
In your social circle.
Big Bro's got our back. She knows what we're trying to say. She knows what's up. She knows what's up in the house.
She meant what we knew. She did.
Yeah. She did. Totally.
So we got less than 4 or less than 5. You got final thoughts, Melissa?
Yeah. My final thoughts are like, we are on such a horizon right now. Don't grab your water bottle. Grab your water bottle and let's start walking, right? The sunset's coming. We're going to go chilly dilly and sit there and watch that baby go down. And then that sun's going to rise.
Amen to that.
That's it. I just make sure you got a water bottle with you because it might get a little spicy.
Might get a little
spicy along the way.
Depending on how long of the walk you're on, you might need to relieve yourself.
You might gotta go pee. You never know.
And I do agree with everything that we've said tonight and everybody within the chat. If it's too much for you, walk away and take a break, please.
Yeah.
Don't sell your cryptos unless you know it is good for you from a non-fearful perspective, and that's tough.
Yeah.
But I know you can do it. You have the cojones and the cha-chas to participate in this digital asset space. And with that, we all peace.
Deuces and boosters. All right. I'm trying to decide if I want to do the after space or not. I'm going to decide in 10 minutes. So I don't know if I just figured nobody was going to show up, but maybe you guys will come in the after space. So I'll start her up 10 minutes, 10:10. Yeah, be there or be square.
Be square. And
right.
There.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Step right up, let's take the dive. Crypto world is coming alive. From XRP to the blockchain beat. Join the crew where pioneers meet. Got builders, dreamers, paving the way. Multichain vibes, we're here to stay. Wanna know? Don't wait, let's go. Dip a toe, join the Web3 flow. Take a step, explore the scene. Dip a toe, show, living the dream. From the ledger to the stars we climb. Crypto's future, it's our time. Dip a toe, yeah, take that chance. Join the vibe, let's crypto dance. Faces of crypto, stories we share. Early adopters, they're everywhere. From XRP to the Web3 wave. Bold moves, only we're here to pave. Melissa and Simon, they light the way. Every week it's a crypto play. Wanna know? Don't wait, let's go. Dip a toe, join the Web3 flow. Take a step, explore the scene. Dip a toe, show, living the dream. From the ledger to the stars we climb. Crypto's future, it's our time. Dip a toe, yeah, take that chance. Join the vibe, let's crypto dance. Let's crypto dance. No advice, just a spark to ignite. Do your research, keep your vision tight. Community strong, we're building the way. Dip a toe show, here to stay. Take a step, explore the scene. Dip a toe show, living the dream. From the ledger to the stars we climb. Crypto's future, it's our time. Dip a toe, yeah, take that chance. Join the vibe, let's crypto dance. So take a chance, don't be shy. Crypto's calling, we're reaching the sky. Join the movement, come take a look. Web3's rising, the world's been shook. Ooh.